Madrid is the biggest freestyle event in the world.
Las Ventas is like my second home.
To win here would be amazing.
I've been looking forward to the feeling of riding here all year.
Madrid, the beautiful Spanish capital. It's an attraction for tourists from all over the world. And behind these beautiful facades, there's a warm and pleasant city with more than 3 million inhabitants. It's vibrant, it is creative, and full of colors. The architectural highlight of the city is the Plaza de Toros, the bullfighting arena, established in 1931. This arena is the spiritual home of the Red Bull X Fighters, annually since 2002.
It's Travis Pastrana!
So here it is, the winner of the 2008 Red Bull X Fighters Madrid, Matt Rabeau. Wow, a body burial in a freestyle run, and Matto's gotta be pumped up right now.
Wow, oh my goodness!
Danny
Torres, he's local matador. Levi right out of the gate with a huge backflip kiss of death. Thomas Pages.
Special flip!
Yeah! Special flip!
The 2014 edition of the Red Bull X Fighters in Madrid will be sold out as always. 23,000 fans will be granted access to this biggest bullfighting arena in Spain. They are considered to be the most educated freestyle motocross fans in the world. In the pits, the 12 best riders of the world prepare for the contest. Tom Pages talks to his sports psychologist to get his head clear. And Kiwi Levi Sherwood works on his top secret game plan for the night. He is the man to beat here in Madrid. The Red Bull X Fighters season kicked off in Mexico City, where 42,000 fans celebrated the victory of an impressing Levi Sherwood riding close to perfection. Second stop, Osaka, Japan. And again, Levi Sherwood won the hearts of the fans and the competition in grand style. Back in Madrid. It's already late when the Spanish fans get ready to rock the arena. The atmosphere is electric. There are 3 riders who won the last 3 events here in Madrid: Danny Torres, Levi Sherwood, and Frenchman Tom Pages. What an amazing lineup. And these are the quarterfinals. Higashino faces Torres, Milero challenges Sherwood, Moore is up against Sheehan, and Rabeau against Pages. The first battle of the night, Japanese Taka Higashino against local hero Danny Torres. Higashino qualified lower and rides first in this spoiling pot.
Just the cheers and chants. This crowd loves their chants. I don't even know what they're saying half the time, but they love to get out there. As he comes out big, massive kiss of death backflip. Massive turn down. And he comes around, hitting the super kicker, looking for use of course with a backflip Cordova.
Wow, nice. And I love the way that he pushes that Cordova past its limit. You know, he really gets the extension. Oh, here comes that baby flip of his. The guy's built the ramps up here, and he says, like, I think I'll take a shovel out there and just dig a little quarter into the side there. And he made himself a small little jump ramp so he could do the baby flip. That's use of course points in a big way.
Well, it's use of course, and it's also variety because he's the only guy out there.
Oh!
Whoa, rock solid backflip. That trick won an X Games best trick not long ago, and now it's just one of many tricks that are a part of a freestyle run.
Well, that's the progression that sport has taken in the last 5 years or so. Oh my goodness!
Speaking of progression,
the California roll by Taka. It's his own variation of the special flip.
Look at that, the California roll.
The California roll.
So that's like halfway between a body burial and a special flip. And here we go, rock solid backflip. That is a super difficult trick.
And this is the Spanish way of supporting local hero Danny Torres.
He wants to win here, and you know, it's national pride. You know, he's in front of his countrymen, and they want him to win, and he wants to win. So here we go, Danny Torres with his first jump out of the box, gets right, oh wow!
Double grab backflip.
Double grab backflip,
off
fantastic.
The 115-footer, that is an absolutely massive trick. Absolutely going back through for the Paris Hilton flip there, and he is on fire. He knows how to ride these bull rings. If you watch, you really got to plot your course through these tunnels. They're so slippery back there.
Lazy boy flip.
Lazy flip, no-handed lander.
Yeah, fantastic.
But the tunnels are so slippery out there, Troy. We've seen many guys crash out there getting in a hurry.
Executioner flip off the super kicker, and you can see our Energy Live judge there keeping a close eye on what's happening. And right now, Higashino's got the slight advantage for our Energy Live judge.
Oh, what's
and now,
this? Surfer
takeoff for Torres.
Into a kiss of death on a 75-footer as we're creeping up on that live energy judging. Remember, that's 1 out of 5 categories right there that we're going to know who wins by the time the clock hits 0. So this...
Well, it's coming up close by that Energy Live scoring here, and this last one will count because he made it into the tunnel before the horn sounded. And he comes out.
Oh, McMets to cliffhanger.
The McMets to the cliffhanger. Fantastic. What a finish by Torres. And we can see there, the Higashino's going to get the Energy Live judging, so we know where that first scoring helmet is going to go.
Wow. Look at that extension. Double grab backflip, half attack style. I mean, that really wasn't just straight out. That was up halfway into a heart attack. The crowd loving it. I just can't believe that he didn't win the energy.
The riders are waiting for the judges' call. Let's take a look behind the scenes and find out how the judging works. All the judges are former riders and know the ropes.
The judging at Red Bull X Fighters is quite simple, and it's designed that way intentionally to be quite transparent and easy to understand. Each rider needs to, in the head-to-head sections, needs to try win at least 3 of those 5 categories to beat the other rider. So the first category is variety, and in this we look at the riders' range of tricks. So we want to see them display their skills in as wide a range of different types of tricks as possible. The second category is execution, and that is how well they actually execute each individual trick. That's the extension, how long it's held, and how the amplitude, how big it is, how far away from the bike they are. The third category is style, and that looks at how well the rider moves between themselves and the bike, both in the air on the tricks and on the ground. The fourth category is use of course, and that looks at how well the rider can utilize all of the obstacles available to showcase his skills. The final category is the energy category. We now have expanded it to energy, excitement, and entertainment, and this is really just looking at how exciting, energetic, and entertaining a rider's run is to the judge.
We already know that Taka Higashino's got the first score in the helmet, so now the energy goes to him. That's clear. We knew that from the live scoring.
That's just a bonus for him right there. I can't believe he got that execution.
Danny Torres.
Yeah, Danny Torres. Oh, this one's a tight one. I am so happy I'm not a judge right now.
Dial goes to Danny Torres.
Wow.
He only needs one more helmet. Variety, this one belongs to Taka Higashino. Ooh, this is a very close one. Use, of course. Taka might take this one because of the baby flip. Let's see. Use, of course, belongs to, oh my goodness, by a half point to Danny Torres.
Wow.
Danny Torres is stoked coming back into the pits. Levi Sherwood is up next, and the champion from down under is absolutely focused. Meet Levi Sherwood, a true freestyler.
For me, the good part about being home is I'm away from everyone. I'm away from everything. It's two different lives for me. You know, there's during the season life, which I'm mostly in California and always traveling. But then when that's over, I go home and I stay home. I think that's really what helped me get back into the swing of things and get me to where I am this year. I always wanted to have my own place and you know, build my own jumps, and it's something that I've just developed over the years. And when I first built it, I was like, just like anything else I'd done when I was younger, I was like, I want to have the best course. I want to, you know, be the best at this or do whatever. But for me now, it's kind of what do I want to change in riding? What do I want to put in and try bring into freestyle? For me, the favourite part of my course at home is the jump line. 7 jumps in a row. I've just been ticking away and building it over time, and that for me is having fun.
It's almost impossible to beat this man. And after 2 victories in a row, he's going for the three-peat. The second quarter-final, Spaniard Michael Malero challenges Levi Sherwood.
Well, this is a big job right now. Not only is Levi the reigning or the current World Tour leader, he's a former champion.
8 wins in total. That's the most wins by any single rider on the Red Bull X Fighters.
And he's been on the tour a lot shorter than, say, Danny Torres, who has 7 wins.
Surfer takeoff for Michael Malero up into a beautiful ruler. Great extension. I really like the way Malero has stepped up his game in the last little while, and here is what we were really having a good time watching, and he knack-knacked it.
And he
Malero threw out a knack-knack on the 540 flare. He's one of only a handful of guys that's actually pulled that trick out, and you know what? I think Malero's is very, very nice. A perfect execution.
Well, we were...
The double crab flip.
Yeah, wow. Wow, that Malero wants this right now.
He does. Cutting it short there. One-handed takeoff. Little sideshow.
Use, of course, hitting the super kicker over there. And nice Cordova backflip. Executioner into a rock solid, which was just held like for an eternity over the 115 there. And the crowd was really into it too, so Levi's gonna have to come out and do what he does and ride the way that he's been riding, because Levi has just been riding with a confidence we haven't seen in 2 years.
He coined himself a new trick. He's got basically a Rodova backflip in his quiver of tricks.
For the flaming mullet. And here we go. Upside down,
Big.
Kiss of death, 115-footer. Just perfect execution. He holds it a long time.
Oh, the kid's an amazing rider. Oh, that topside knack is absolutely amazing.
Massive upside knack there. Love to see that on the huge whip. And it really whips out the backflip off the super kicker, looking for those use of course points. Levi studies. He's a student of the game. He knows what he has to do in order to get the best score from these judges.
And you know, he's been one of those guys down there talking to the judges. There it is. That is the flaming mullet, the Rodova backflip. The Rodova, actually named for Jack Rowe, who came up with that one because he didn't like putting both hands and feet on the handlebars for the Cordova. Turntable.
Whipped out turntable.
Oh, did you see how much speed he took into that tunnel?
Man, he is hauling. He knows he's got to hustle. He could possibly get into another tunnel here. And there we go. Hard attack backflip.
Nice.
Watch his extend. He gets that body just perfectly stretched out. This one's going to be really tough. I'm not sure which way it's going to go.
All right, well, variety goes right away to Michael Malero.
Yeah, I see that.
Execution. That one belongs to Levi Sherwood, so we're even Steven so far. Style. Yeah, for sure that one's going to go to Levi with those extensions, the way he was rocking them. And then look at this. Use of course, for sure, Michael Malero because of that quarter pipe. Now it comes down to the energy. Who played this audience?
Oh, this one's tough. The Spaniard and
look at that. Levi Sherwood takes it. So Levi Sherwood is moving on to the semifinals.
Levi Sherwood takes the win in style. The next rider has a double backflip on his trick list. The Australian Josh Sheehan. The legendary Plaza de Toros de las Ventas. This is the place where brave men become heroes, like the greatest bullfighters of 9 decades.
It's an honor just to be here.
And there is also the Hall of Fame of the Red Bull X Fighters.
To come back next year and be one of these guys that has a name on the wall, it's awesome. You know, people right back as, you know, E.T. and Travis and those guys just look up to when I was younger, and to be able to have my name on the wall next to him, it would be an honor, a privilege.
Aussie Josh Sheehan. He's got the double backflip and he's got a clear go. The third quarter-final of the night. Clinton Moore faces Josh Sheehan.
well, it's nice to have Clinton back. He was in Mexico City, crashed big in practice. He missed on a seat grab flip and took a header, knocked himself silly, wasn't able to compete. So it's great to have him back. And,
oh my goodness, what on earth happened there?
Well, you know, what I didn't know is that he's actually calling that the Bundy, which in reference to his hometown of Bundaberg, but it's basically a little bit like Kyle Lowe's Electric Doom, but with his own style going on. So that out of the gate sets the bar pretty high.
Yeah, and Josh is looking real worried all of a sudden over there. I don't think anybody expected that, because we watched, you know, a lot of the training and the qualification.
I'm just lucky I ran into him in the hotel lobby and he could tell me that that's what he was doing, or else I would have had no clue as well. Basically putting both feet through the bars and doing a body varial over the bars.
Oh, and then the vault!
And then another body varial.
Yikes!
The vault.
Clinton Moore has just thrown his glove into the ring here.
Pokes out a massive kiss of death backflip. 3 seconds left.
Levi Podmol and David Ronaldo back in the pits, keeping an eye on that. And this one should count. He's in the tunnel when the horn goes, so this should be good.
What's he got last? Heel clicker. Superman flip. Wow.
Nice run.
Clinton just threw it down. reaches over with his left hand, turns his grip, somehow gets back on, makes it look so easy.
Can Sheehan strike back? He's done it before, but never in a competition in this narrow bull ring.
Sheeny coming out right away, going for the holy grab.
Into one hand, almost executioner there, looking really good. And
we'll have to get a different angle to see if that actually did throw down into an executioner.
And we've been talking about it all weekend. Josh has been looking absolutely amazing. So smooth.
Oh, the 360 with throwing one hand off there real quick.
Yeah, big 360 one-hander there. And here comes Sheeny for the quarter. Nice pop on the 540 flat spin.
He's
there.
pumped by that one. You could see the fist bump.
That was really nice. He got great amplitude, really kind of popped into that. That's where the 450 bike really comes in handy. You can just grab a handful.
Plenty of power.
Yeah. Flatliner Indian air there for Sheehan, and
watch out for it here, folks.
And he is lining up at the biggest, tallest ramp on the course. And 1, 2.
Oh, he did it!
He
Double backflip. He threw it.
Oh, and absolutely perfect again. Wow. He still got one trick.
Double grab flip. That's new for him as well. Wow.
Josh Sheehan, yesterday was the first time he's ever hit this double backflip ramp. And the first time he hits it, he pulls a double. Second time, pulls a double.
Here's the double. 1 rotation, 2 rotations. Watch that front tire. He dug a divot.
Wow.
Clinton Moore, happy for him on that double backflip.
Yeah, we're all happy for him that he's okay. That is a difficult call. I mean, two great dudes.
Energy went to Sheeny there.
Yeah.
Execution, that one belongs to Sheehan as well.
We got a double backflip and a flare versus 2 body varials.
Clinton Moore, he's in the mix now. Sheeny's got 3 helmets, though.
Oh, Josh Sheehan pulls it off.
Variety also goes to Sheeny, so Sheeny with 4 helmets to 1 against Clinton Moore.
The crowd goes crazy, and Josh Sheehan gets props from the other riders because he pushed the limits. At the moment, there are 2 styles in FMX. It's a battle between perfection and innovation.
It is quite challenging to judge the way the Red Bull X Fighters is now because we have such a range. Some of the riders focus a lot more on perfection and not necessarily innovating but perfecting what they've got, whereas other riders each week are hanging it out and trying new tricks and going for the maximum.
I think key is to be as smooth and as perfect as possible, and if you do have an innovative trick, that's obviously going to help.
If you bring a new trick, you're the only one that's doing it, but after a while, if everyone's doing it, and you can perfect it and you can make it look awesome, but then after a while, it's the trick's been done. So I always think it's cool to bring new tricks and just to bring stuff that people haven't seen before.
When I see Josh doing double flip, I'm like, no, I'm never going to do that.
When you're kind of competing against the guys doing all the new big tricks, part of you is really stoked, because they're your friends and they're doing good, and obviously they've been working so hard to do this new trick, and then the other part of you is thinking, crap, I've got to go and do that, or I've got to go do something different that's better.
I like to learn new tricks myself, but then the tricks that I learn might not be tricks that no one's seen before. I guess it's personal progression, just improving what I have. It's pretty tough to bring some tricks that no one's seen before. Tom manages to do it, but
for a guy like Clinton, Josh, or maybe myself, if we make a little mistake, we probably still have a little bit of a chance, because in the backpack of tricks we still have maybe another trick that can blow people away. So I don't know, we ride in different way, and that's what is interesting in freestyle.
The perfect run, it's of course when you ride smooth and clean and you can put a big and new tricks.
The battle is on. Perfection versus innovation.
I wouldn't say it's perfection versus innovation. I think it's freestyle against freestyle.
Tom Pages has been the greatest trick innovator over the last years. In 2013, he won the World Tour here in Madrid. Swiss Matt Ribot challenges the defending champion Tom Pages.
Matt's game plan, do everything perfectly, and just all he can do is hope for a mistake. It's just unfortunate because it's so great to have Matt back in winning form like he is. It's so great to have him back, one of the best guys on the circuit, but man, to be paired up against Tom right now is not where you want to be. As he starts off well, nice kiss of death, giving the judges and the crowd a little wave. Good transfer off of that double backflip.
Topside switchblade too for him. Choosing a pretty good line here.
He's a wily veteran. This guy has probably had almost more starts than almost anybody. 2008 champion, nice. And really extends that no-handed backflip. And that's a very technical trick because you really have to hook your foot under the shifter so you don't fly off. And we see him pop around.
Well, one of the three guys we've seen do the Flair 540 tonight so far.
Cordova flip. And man, this landing is so big, it looks like these guys from our vantage point are only a few feet in the air. I mean, they're way up there, but these landings are huge here. Knack-knack backflip off the super kicker to finish things off.
Here's that 540 Flair, like you mentioned. No knack-knack on this one, but, you know, good pop, got the rotation around there. So, yeah, good for him.
Tom he's on his own plan out there, and his plan is to push. He's like the new school Travis Pastrana. He wants to push the innovation of this sport.
Tom starts off right away with his Flair 540 tsunami combo.
Wow. That just, I don't know how he's getting in that position. I mean, we've seen it a few times, but really, really just throwing that 360 out. Is he almost like, in snowboarding, it'd be like boning it out. He really just throws that back end out.
There it is, the special flip, good to go. He'll be pumped after this, and out of the next tunnel, we should see the Volt. Let's see if he gives it a double fist pump on this one. If he does, you know he's in form.
There it is.
There's the fist pump.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Tom is on fire here in Madrid. Gets around, still 25 seconds left on the clock.
He's got his big tricks all in there with tons of time left to go.
Big no-handed Superman, super technical trick that, remember, Jake Wyndham used to really make that look good, and then Mike Mason carried it on, and now Tom Pages just carrying on the tradition. A really technical trick there.
This last one will count for him as well.
And then just really, really whipping out cat-knack, Indy, flatliner.
I don't think there's any chance for Ribot here in this one after Thomas came out and did, you know, his three big banger tricks right off the bat.
There you go, special flip. And then a Volt.
You know, that was the slowest rotation and the latest entry into the Volt I've seen him do ever.
I mean, it's tough, though, because with everything that Tom is bringing to the table, there's not a backflip in that run, and it's been the source of a lot of controversy.
Thomas Pages already in with two helmets here. Use, of course. That one belongs to Matt Ribot. Hey, hey! Matt Ribot goes, hey, I got a helmet!
I got one, guys.
Well, Thomas gets the third helmet. There it goes. And energy, entertainment, and
I think that's an obvious one right there.
That's an obvious one. Thomas Pages gets that one.
The fans celebrate Tom Pages. They are definitely the most passionate FMX fans. This is their night. It's the early afternoon on the day of the event. Daniel Rivas meets his friends in Madrid to prepare for the Red Bull X Fighters. Same procedure as every year. Madrid is the cradle of freestyle. It's hard to describe what it feels like to be in this arena. It's a feeling in my stomach. And I get goosebumps. Adrenaline floods my body. Francisco Gonzalez did not miss a single event since 2004. Tonight we're going to make some noise and we will inhale the atmosphere. Daniel, Francisco and their friends make their way to the Plaza de Toros early to meet many more crazy fans from all over Spain and the rest of the world there. They will make this night unforgettable for all the riders. 23,000 fans are waiting for the semi-finals at Red Bull X Fighters in Madrid. Levi Sherwood faces Mr. Double Backflip Josh Sheehan, and local hero Danny Torres is up against trick innovator Tom Pages. New Zealand versus Australia, Sherwood versus Sheehan.
Levi Sherwood and Josh Sheehan, two guys who have colliding styles in this case. Sherwood, he's the guy that likes to have that perfect run lined up in his head, and as we saw earlier on, he does a lot of that mental preparation beforehand, going up against Josh Sheehan, who just tends to go for it sometimes.
This is going to be a really tough battle. Kiss of death backflip on the 115, same way he's been doing.
And let's not forget, the guys have a little bit more time now. They've got 90 seconds here, so it's extra 15 seconds.
Oh, there we go. There's a new trick for this run, the starfish backflip. Gets through and actually puts his butt right on the fender in bar hop position.
Yeah, that's why it's called the starfish, because he does butt check that front fender. Otherwise, it would be known as Shaolin backflip.
Yep. Very good call, Troy. You're becoming an expert at the sport.
Ooh, thank you.
Pretty soon you're going to take my job.
No.
Oh, how does he get so backwards on that upside knack-knack whip? He really, really is almost 180 on that.
Yeah, it's insane. It
One of my
looks so
favorite
cool,
tricks
yeah.
that he does, absolutely. Nice job, Levi. And then the whipped out turntable.
And then gets on the gas to go in that other tunnel.
And then gets right on the gas. I mean, he goes into that tunnel faster than anybody else does.
Double grab flip.
It looked like he kind of actually extended out a one-hander into the double grab. And there's that flaming mullet. I don't think he could have done any better than he did right there. Everything was extended to the max. Everything was either comboed out with massive new combos.
A guy like Levi Sherwood needs time to train and get all his tricks really lined up and perfect.
And then here is that upside knack. Just look at that. There's not one thing you could change about that trick to make it cooler.
That was a good run. Now Josh Sheehan needs to come out and he needs to do the run that he did before and add a couple of notches to it.
He's got to dial everything in and have absolutely perfect execution. Because remember, you need to win 3 of 5 categories here.
Nice. There's the holy grab, rock solid executioner combo.
And that's a good line there. He gets right back in it really quickly.
And he's shortcutting these tunnels as well. He's not going all the way to the end of the bell.
He's on that big 450, so he's able to do that 360 heel clicker. Kind of horseshoes with the feet, but he is doing a 360. It's not like he's doing just a regular backflip, so you can't be too hard on him. And really lays out that flatline Indian air. Great execution.
Great view from our cable cam as well. And now here we go. This is the ramp that he used for the double.
I got my fingers crossed and my palms are sweaty. Looks good, looks good.
Looks good, it's perfect.
Yes.
Sheeny gets the double.
And just perfect. He rotated a little faster than that first one we saw in the quarterfinals.
And now Sheeny goes up for the double grab flip, and we can see the Energy Live judging.
Oh, wow.
That one belongs right now to Sheeny with 20 seconds left in his run. Oh, goodness gracious.
Man, we may see Levi not at the top of the box for the first time.
Yeah, it'll be a tough one. It'll be a tough one.
10 seconds left here, Josh. Quarter pipe, flare. Looks good.
And the landing is there. Can he get into the tunnel? He's going to get one more jump. He's got an extra jump in this run.
On to the 115. He's got to finish big here and really seal the fate of Levi Sherwood if he can pull this off.
The lazy boy flip. Oh, yeah. That was a good run from Josh Sheehan.
Wow.
Josh Sheehan put it all together. But will it be enough to beat the flawless Levi Sherwood?
This time we see that, you know, he definitely had the rotations a little bit faster this time. He came down back wheel heavier.
That double backflip and the flare are really going to be hard to combat here.
Yeah, and
he had a 360
heel clicker. So there we go. Josh Sheehan gets the energy. Execution, that one belongs to Sheehan as well.
No way.
Levi Sherwood.
It's not going to happen for Levi tonight.
No, it's not. But, well, maybe. Sherwood gets one helmet. But there you go, Josh Sheehan.
Josh Sheehan.
Course belongs to Josh Sheehan. Variety goes to Josh Sheehan. So like you called it, Josh Sheehan goes on to the final. So this is the first time this season that we will not see Levi Sherwood in the final.
Josh Sheehan is stoked, and he pushes his riding mate Tom Pages.
Only one more person to beat, but it's going to be the toughest person all night. So, yeah, I'll do my best and see what I can do.
The second semi-final, Danny Torres versus Tom Pages. Another battle of styles. Danny Torres has got all the backflip tricks, but he's got no varials and no flair.
All right, Danny Torres, this is your house. Make it happen for us, brother. Double grab flip right over the, wow, over the 115, the double grab flip. That was monumental.
And he really got amazing extension on that. Really up in almost heart attack style. Perfectly executed. Danny's here. He's going to put it down. And really stretches out that Paris Hilton flip.
Still need to find out why he's calling that the Paris Hilton flip.
Well, it's coming back to Garrett Elf doing it right side up from what I understand. And, you know, he's doing it upside down now and really stretching it out. And, well,
Danny riding well here with that lazy boy flip, and now he's onto the super kicker. And he goes for, oh, a bit of a dirty executioner flip there.
That was a tough angle for us to kind of see exactly how stretched out that was as he hustles back into the tunnel.
Up into the surfer. There's that kiss of death ruler off of the surfer.
Side saddle takeoff, gonna go into the 9 o'clock knack, flatliner there. And Danny, he is gonna get this one. Man, that's some good bike handling skills on that slippery dirt of pavement right there. Yeah, none too early. He can take a breath here. This is gonna be it. You see him blink his eyes. 115, one more time. McMets into cliffhanger. And you know what? That's a really, really big combo there.
Yeah, and that was a solid run from Danny.
90 seconds, really put to use.
Yeah, he tapped that one real quick. You know, he didn't have the airtime he needed to get.
Yeah, I didn't have the extension, but it was off the super kicker, so we'll give him that. He still got the full trick. And look at that, McMats. Really, it's an old school trick, but still one that a lot of guys can't do.
Tom Pages has announced a world premiere, a trick that has never been done before in a freestyle competition. His parents are tense.
All right, so Thomas is starting from right underneath our position here, which means that we're probably going to see his bike flip. This is going to be the telltale sign for this run.
Oh!
There it is. Does he get it? He wobbles it just a little bit. He just wobbles it a little bit. Will that be the mess in his head, or will it be all right for him? Let's find out here.
It'll tell right now on the flare tsunami.
A little bit short on the tsunami part of it. Danny Torres keeping a real close eye on this here.
Oh, wow. We're going to have to get back and talk about that bike flip in a minute when he's done here, but Tom just threw down. I mean, talk about progression.
Yeah,
taking the bike flip and bringing it to freestyle motocross. Like a few guys have tried, no one's even come close.
There it is.
Special flip.
The special flip, it's good. We saw this. We saw a similar action in the second round, or the second run of the qualification. He got a little bit sketchy, a little bit scary, but he brought it back together. The Volt is there with the fist pump. He's feeling good.
Yeah, he's looking solid. I mean, Tom just always looks like he's on the ragged edge, but that's the way he rides, because he throws everything with every ounce of energy that he has into every single trick. It comes up actually a couple feet short of this massive landing. And he throws down a big old school moto whip. We just saw unbelievable tricks there by Tom.
History made, once again in Madrid. The bike flip, a world premiere, a trick that has never been sticked, not even in a best trick contest. And Tom Pages puts it in a 90-second freestyle run. Let's take a closer look at this magnificent move.
The bike flip is a trick you have to do with dirt bike. It's actually flipping the bike above yourself and trying to catch it and land it. You want to know how to do it?
Yes.
I'm gonna explain. This is gonna be first gear, so it's really, really slow, even slower than a flare, whatever, but it goes higher. Then I put the power in the ramp, put all my body in front, really, really like on the handlebar pretty much. I wait until I see my front fender, I put on the bar, I help with my right foot, I push the bike, and I jump off the foot pegs, and I would just keep my right hand on the throttle. And then I would turn the bar left side a little bit, and then the bike will spin. Because I'm flying with only one hand on the handlebar, I'm like, it's hard to be stable. So at this time, I would just want to catch the seat, put my left foot above the seat, I try to catch the bike, both foot on the foot pegs, both hand really good on and tight on the handlebar, because the impact is really hard. More than the flare, more than any tricks I do. I think on the takeoff, and the moment I send the bike, it goes fast. It goes fast, but in the air, when the bike is turning, it feels so long until I land. It's the best feeling ever.
And unfortunately for Danny Torres, just like it was unfortunate for Levi Sherwood, but
variety goes to Thomas Pages.
Progression is the name of the game right now.
Only 1 point difference on execution, now style. That one belongs to Danny Torres. There's still hope for Mr. Torres. Use, of course, I think this one's definitely going to go to Thomas. Yeah, it does. 94.5 points there for Thomas. He gets 3. And now the 4th helmet goes to Thomas for energy. Thomas Pages moves to a final against Josh Sheehan.
The riders only have a few minutes to catch their breath. It is time for the final battle. Josh Sheehan against Tom Pages. There can only be one champion. Josh Sheehan has one single Red Bull X Fighters victory in his bag. He won in Sydney in 2011. Back then, he had to pull the double backflip in the final.
Here we go.
Sheeny gets going right away.
And same trick as before. The holy grab to one-handed seat grab executioner. and he is on fire. I mean,
Mega
he's
combo.
yeah, he slides in, cuts the corner short, 360, heel clicker. So far, same run for Josh.
Well, he's made a small change in his run here, actually. He usually went to the Flair 540 on that one, I believe. No, I could be wrong here. I think now you're going to see that double backflip like you predicted.
And here we go. What a short run up for this trick. Look.
Oh, yeah, that was the best one of the night. Best one of the weekend. 2 wheels down, solid.
Wow.
Fantastic from Sheeny.
Double grab
Stretches on the
flip.
double grab flip. Wow, it looks like he's barely off the ground on that thing from up here in the sky. Yeah, even Thomas is like, whoa, that was close. Really stretching out. I love the way Josh muscles that trick out.
Here we go with the Flair 540 with time left.
Oh!
Little nose heavy on that one. 2 feet dab, and he's going to have
get
time.
it. He's
Will he
gonna
get
get
this
it.
one? He should get this one. This should count.
This will count. All right, nice timing, Josh.
He's going to need it after a almost crash on the Flair, and he goes for the lazy boy flip.
Oh yeah, he gets a full executioner back into a rock solid.
So he actually triples up on that combo trick. You know what I loved about this run, though, more than anything, was this part right here. The double backflip, and watch the landing. Bingo. 2 wheels down. That was about as good as it gets on a double backflip.
Look at that.
Sheeny has just done probably the best double backflip that we have seen. And
Great
then
extension.
the double grab flip. Very minor mistakes.
Look at that right hand, or that left hand. I mean,
He's still
barely
searching
got
for
that.
the bars.
I have a feeling Thomas isn't going to go home without going big. Going big is what he does.
Well, if he follows routine, he'll set up right underneath us and get ready for that bike flip. And everybody is on their feet here. Here comes a bike flip from Pages. Watch it. It's perfect. Oh, he dabs a little bit, but he's got it. And Cheeny's watching. He's like, yeah, that was good. And here we go. The 540 Flair. Will he stretch this one out? Yes. The
just tsunamis that thing right out. Absolutely.
Here we go with the 360 now. 360 whips it out. I mean, I like that. I like that variation a lot.
I love watching him do that 360.
Well, Thomas right now is filling the predictions that we've been talking about for 2 events so far.
Special flip out of Tom. He is bringing his A game. He is nailing every single one of these best tricks back to back to back to back to back. And here we go, the vault. And he lands even a no-footer.
Not the heel clicker. I think he wanted to go heel clicker on that vault. I'm not sure. We're going to have to take a look at the slow-mo there, but that was insane. And this is what we're talking about. Thomas is not afraid to experiment in the middle of a situation and just see if he can't throw something out there. And again, it's that creativity that Pages brings to the game as he goes, holy man, for that big floaty Superman. Wow, what a run from Pages.
He's going to get this one, and he's going to get this one too.
He's got time.
Yeah, this one will count. Last trick of the night for Thomas Pages to really just put an exclamation mark on what has to be the gnarliest final we've ever seen here at Red Bull X Fighters or anywhere in any competition ever.
No doubt about it. I mean, there's no doubt that this weekend is the best riding that we have ever seen.
Check the bike flip here, and look at that. Just flips it around, reaches that left hand out for the seat, grabs it, spins his body 180, grabs it with his heels, and perfect. And look at this extension.
Really gets that tsunami popped out there. Watch this, though. There's the vault. Keep an eye on what he does with his legs here. Almost looks like he wanted to go heel clicker.
He did. He was thinking about it.
He was thinking about it, and he got them there.
Wow.
What a fantastic final here. Thomas Pages gets variety, execution. That one belongs to Thomas as well. Is Sheeny going to get any helmets here is the question. Style, Thomas. I don't think Thomas can believe it. So Thomas wins. He's got it. He's finally got himself a win this season.
Yeah.
And
it took way longer than any one of us thought it was going to take.
No doubt.
But he did it.
And energy. 5 helmets in a row.
He did it in style.
It's like a dream. I'm so happy. I've been riding for you guys, the public, for the guys who can't ride anymore, and just have fun. It's life, it's freestyle. Thank you.
Levi Sherwood ends up third and makes it to the podium. Josh Sheehan finishes second, just as he did in Mexico City. They both rode great, but the winner was untouchable.
Thomas Pages, that is a mega amount of relief you're seeing on the face of that young man from France right now.
I love to see the emotion. He's so happy, so pumped up. He's got his entire family here. He just loves to see the progression of this sport, and what he did tonight was more progression than there's ever been.
Tom Pages wins 100 points for the overall ranking. Sheehan gets 80, Sherwood 65 points. And this is the overall ranking after 3 events. Each rider has already one throw-out result. The World Tour moves on to Munich, Germany, where the course will be set up for the first time in FMX history, floating on a lake. The season's final will be held in Pretoria, South Africa. The 2014 edition of the Red Bull X Fighters in Madrid has been a breathtaking contest. Josh Sheehan and Tom Pages left their marks in the Plaza de Toros de las Ventas. The Frenchman took his first title of the year in grand style.